You ready? A lot to talk about today. It's going to be fun talking about all this good stuff. I don't know if you guys saw them try to troll Chris Smooth. I said, oh man, Chris Smooth, he was talking about folks dribble spamming. And it was not a good look for Chris, and they got him. So you gotta love the community, man. Nobody's off limits. Not even the godfather of 2K. He's not off limits either. What up, Core was good. Yeah, nobody's off limits, man. Let me make this a little larger and let everybody know in Discord. We finna get into quite a few things, man. Quite a few things to talk about today. I think it's gonna be a good stream. We'll be able to get like a lot of dialogue working. Let me just let the folks in the Discord know that we're live real quick, and I'll be able to get to the comments and read all the comments. And it's the best way to do it. Let me just let them know. I'm getting to the comments right now. Let them know we live. What up, True? Marjorie in the building. Miles Jordan in the building. Starfish, what's goody, my guy? Manuel Garcia. Zedan Dara's in the building. What's goody? Albert Strong. Coffee Gang, you already know the vibes. The coffee is on deck, and we finna talk about some stuff. Do you think Inside Center is making a return? Well, Inside Centers are here right now. I have an Inside Center that I primarily... What's going on with my camera? Oh. I have an Inside Center that I primarily play with right now. So yeah, it's possible. It depends on the point guard. Usually Inside Centers are determined by the point guard. Salute to you too, Drug Free. What's good? Hosea, what up, what up? Christopher Davison, I'm still hanging away on 2K22. Well, that's what's up. I was thinking about making a build on. I was thinking of downloading 2K22 and making a build on it, just to I wanted to get the percentages because one of the first videos we're gonna make on 2K24 is the cost for each build, well, the cost per build, and I want to compare that to 2K23. But I wanted to also make a video. Well, I wanted to get at least the percentages and differences from 22 to 23 so that way we could get an idea if there's some consistencies with like inflation cost percentages. I was curious about that, so I might do that soon. What up, OG? Hope you're having a blessed one as well. Little Rome in the building. What up, fam? City on deck. You already know the vibes. We out here. What up, Zay Pool? Discord, we already in here. Pro Ghostly, appreciate the folks who joined the Discord. If you guys would like to become a member of our Discord, all you need to do is type !Discord in the live stream chat, and the link will pop up. We're pulling up on 27,000 members. Yeah, that's 27,000 players for you guys to run with. So if you're looking for players, preparation for 2K24, come join our Discord. Only if you want some non-toxic type of vibes. Don't play with me in there. We take no shorts. It's a safe community for gamers from all walks of life. But you got to be respectful. If you're not respectful, you're getting banned ASAP. So hopefully that'll keep some toxicity out of there. To become a member, Reggie Hayes, all you do is type !join. The link will come up. All City, what you think NBA 2K24 needs to be better at in order to be the best 2K ever? That's interesting. Oh man, those comments are like right in my grill. I just noticed it. I'll tell you one thing. They need consistency. That's one. One of the biggest problems with 2K23 is this lack of consistency. That's what I noticed. I don't know what you guys noticed. But there's been, like, when it's good, when it's playing good and it's responsive, the game feels amazing. Everybody's clicking and the energy just spreads. It's universal. Everybody's like happy, good vibes, as long as it's responsive. It's when it starts lacking and responsive, or it starts, you start getting more inconsistencies where one game you're knocking everything down and the next game, the same wide open shots with the feedback saying wide open, you're having trouble hitting. One game you're finishing really well, next game you're not. And I know a lot of that has to do with interior defense. Interior defense, that helps me segue into interior defense, that definitely needs to be fixed. Rome said Chris Smoove was right though, and I wanted to talk about that. What up, Joshua? Was good. What up, SNR? What up, man? Yeah, I'm from New York, born and raised. Luxify, what up? What up? Appreciate y'all, man. Salute to y'all. Salute to y'all. If you guys join as a member, you get a badge by your name. So whenever I'm going live or whenever you're leaving comments in our videos, you'll have a badge by your name. And I'm going to update those badges for 2K24, by the way. So you guys will be able to stand out. Tron in the building. What's goody? Can I ask what's the point of playing if you pay to play? Because what ends up happening, I get it, because that's a legitimate question. I think it says RJ is live. It's a legitimate question. What's the point of playing the game if it seems to be pay to play? Unfortunately, what we've come to, it looks like, is that everybody pays. Well, the good majority of the players pay. I remember me being one of the last to pay. I remember back in 2K18 where I still, sorry if I'm missing any comments, just put your comment back in the chat, copy and paste it back in the chat as soon as I'm done addressing the homie that asks what's the point of playing the game if it's a pay to win type of game. Back in 2K18, I remember we was playing, and at that time you was able to identify who was boosting, and I don't mean boosting to what you guys know boosting to be. I'm talking about who bought boost, because it wasn't, the good majority of the folks still weren't on the wave of buying boost. The people who did buy boost, you could tell on the court that they bought boost. And it was a thing. I don't know if you guys remember this, but it was a thing where we used to say, the homie's boosted up. Get out of here. You boosted up, bro. Like, stop talking crap. You boosted. So that's how it used to be. That used to be the culture. Within a matter of years, it quickly, and I remember that day in particular on 2K18 going back and forth with a homie who boosted his player because it wasn't a common thing. And his response to me was, why you didn't buy boost? And that always stuck with me, because especially seeing how everything's changed from 2K18, to see how everything changed, where now it's like, if the homie don't got, if anybody on our team don't got boost, we're like, why are you setting us up for failure? That's how it feels. If you ain't buying shooting boost, and you're trying to shoot from the hash, if you ain't buying shooting boost and you're one of our main shooters, we're looking at you like, how you ain't gonna buy boost, bro? Like, what's wrong with you? And that's unfortunate. It's not how I want it to be, but that's what the game has become, because without boost, oh my God, you are putting yourself and the whole team at a disadvantage. So the reason why I started with that, to address the homie RJ is live, is because it seems that the good majority of the players now have boosts. So it's not like pay to win, because everybody got boosts. So it seems that we're on a pretty even playing field outside of attributes and badges. So yeah, boost is the norm. Facts. What up, Jay Johnson? Grayson in the building. I remember the park cars for sure. Facts. I remember that a lot of people used to be like, wow, look at you buying boost. Yeah, facts. It was like shameful when you bought boost. It was like you were trying to cheat, because it was a lot of people that wasn't on the same wavelength of buying boost. How quickly things done change. That's how bad people want to win. Is that they'll empty their pockets to win on 2K, bro. It's crazy what we've come to. It's hella crazy what we've come to. For those who don't have time to grind, hold on, waiting for the process to finish, and I'll be a part of All City Discord crew. All right, yeah, do that. Yeah, join up. We'd love to have you. Man, I'm really thinking about getting MK instead of, Mortal Kombat 1 looks dope. I am gonna front. I was looking at the trailer. And 2K on Black Friday. Not a bad idea. Skill boosts are useless, is what Thornton says. Been using them for years. I let them all run out last week and noticed zero difference. And it's possible that right now you notice zero difference. It's possible, definitely possible. But I could almost guarantee you, at least if you're playing online, you'll notice a difference facing different level competition. Like you'll notice that ASAP, man. It's undeniable. I mean, we've been watching Boost for quite a while now, and it's facts that you could go a week. You could definitely go a week without playing, like without buying Boost. You could do it. You ain't gonna be the top player, but it ain't like you can't do it. You could do it for a week, but there's gonna come a breaking point where you're gonna go over 9 in a game, and you're gonna be like, "Yo, what in the world just happened?" That's the inconsistencies in 2K. Tekken 8-bit. I always like Tekken. All City, do you think old gameplay and animations are scrapped due to pro play? No. No, I don't think that's going to be I don't think it's going to be the case. I think pro play, from what I understand, I forgot what the Hypermotion is, what EA uses for FIFA's games. Hypermotion 5 is what they're on right now. And it's supposed to be like pro play. It's the same technology. So from reading about Hypermotion, I found out that what it's supposed to do is add way more animations. So in regards to FIFA, one person described it as adding about 4,000 animations, which creates more immersiveness. You know, it looks more realistic. You see these little subtleties and characteristics and animations of your player that you probably normally wouldn't have seen without pro play. So that's the idea behind pro play. I don't know if there's going to be more extensive. We'll find out more on August 14th. We're 4 days out from finding out more information about pro play. There should be a whole courtside report on it. Y'all be sure to keep your notifications on, because the second that courtside report drops, I'm hella interested in pro play. The second it drops, I'm going to be dropping a video on it, and we'll discuss it, go live, and all that good stuff. It probably depends on how you play too. If all you do is sit corner, right? There you go. You said it. That's facts. If you're just a corner sitter, you know, you have more of an opportunity to buy less boosts. If you're just a corner sitter. So yeah, it's facts on the roll. What up, Chosen? Was good. There's definitely a clear difference with and without. As long as it doesn't make me face the rim every time. I might have missed your comment. No, what up? I Need Jesus. Was good, man. No, they won't have. Just been adding to the same growing library of animations. Facts. Yep. So the homie asked if we're gonna lose animations because of pro play, and it's like, nah, highly doubtful that we're gonna lose animations. Them things are already locked in. It's about getting more animations. Last night I went 12 for 14 from 3 to 0 for 5, and realized post game my boost had run out. That was underrated reply guy who just left that comment. It's noticeable, man. It is noticeable. But in the same token, he just said that he went 12 for 14 from 3. And then another game went 0 for 5. This is all in a matter of one night. And then another game went 0 for 5. After he went 0 for 5, he realized after the game that he ran out of boosts. And this is what, at the same token, you could mess around and get on tomorrow with no boosts and go 12 for 14. This is the craziness about 2K. That won't be consistent. You won't shoot consistently 12 for 14 without boosts. But that's the problem, is that you get a game 12 for 14 without boosts. So you're thinking, if it happened once, why can it happen over and over and over again? Why is it if I know my jump shot like the back of my hand, why can't I just knock down my shot? If it's considered wide open, why does my 92 attribute need boost added to it? Do you get what I'm saying? So it undermines. I appreciate you joining as a member, Reggie. Hey, salute to you, man. If any of you guys want to join as a member, just type !join or !member. It'll come up. I appreciate it, Tron. Yeah, I got a few of these. I got a champion sweater with this joint. These are in the store, Tron. allcitylivetv.com, or check out the YouTube shelf. Whatever. They're for sale. They're there. and they're good quality. I love these shirts. Yeah, the champion sweater is dope too. I'm pretty sure I still got them in the store. I'm pretty sure because it's one of my favorites. Maybe this year you have a server for Xbox, or maybe I could start a chat. Well, this year, Dykeman, you probably not. We have a server already for Xbox. We've run Xbox tournaments this year on 2K23. We have an Xbox Lunatic side of things, but our Xbox side of our community within Discord is going to grow tremendously because of crossplay. So we're looking to merge. So everything is going to have everything for new gen is going to have Xbox players and PlayStation players. So all tournaments are open to both consoles. It's gonna be pretty hyped in our Discord, man. Join now. We're up to, you can help us get to 27,000 members in our Discord. Also, if you're in the live stream right now, we have a really large goal to meet this year. I know if you guys are familiar with us, you know what our goal is, but we're trying to hit 100K subscribers this year. I think it's past due time. I think we deserve it as a community for everything we do within the community. YouTube is not all we do, man. We have a huge 2K Discord, and it takes a lot for us to keep that thing running. So we want to make sure we hit that 100K subscribers. And you guys can help make that happen by subscribing today if you haven't already. It won't be in vain because I'm going to be dropping content daily and going live like what we're doing now. The shirt quality, amazing. Yeah. Oh, he said I have a couple. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, facts. I love those soft tees, man. Man, when they do Rival Day PlayStation versus Xbox, ooh, you ain't lying, James Williams. Man, it's about to be turned. Jay said, "Oh, City, my sister said you cute. So now I'm about to delete all games off Xbox. Salute to your sister, Jay." Oh, that's funny. He said, nah, me, what are you talking about? Go sit over there. Get up. Salute to your sister, Jay. Appreciate that. Wheezy, what up, Wheezy? Off subject, what software do you use for your streams? I'm using OBS. I'm using OBS. I use OBS and Streamlabs OBS. For this channel, I use OBS, and for my other channel, I use Streamlabs OBS. That 100K gonna happen with crossplay. I hope so. I hope so, man. I'm looking forward to getting that 100K. Like I told the other homies, if you're new here, if you ever see somebody outside in a hood near you walking with a Cuban link, because it's going to be a fat Cuban link that's going to hold my YouTube plaque. The YouTube plaque should be about like this big or something like that. So if you see that's going to be me, just say, "What up, City?" Something like that. If you see somebody out there like that, it's more than likely me. The light-skinned guy from the videos. That's what they call me for some reason. Don said, "You are pretty cute, bro." Thanks, bro. We got to figure out as a community which attributes are vital and which aren't worth it. I'm in total agreement with that. That 100K, oh yeah, I'm in total agreement with that. Who's that? A Solo? Yeah, because that's what changes. You know, I was watching who was talking about it. I forgot who was talking. I was watching somebody, and they were talking about the builder. I think it was Uncle Demi that was mentioning this, saying that the most vital part of the game is the builder, and I beg to differ. I understand how it's a huge component. I get that it's a huge component. But 2K undermines the builder is what I'm trying to get at here. Oftentimes 2K undermines the builder by the amount of weight that they apply to each attribute, where one year this attribute is strong and then the next year is not nearly as strong. You feel what I'm saying? So regardless of what builder we get, it's really about what mechanics 2K allows or disallows. You get what I'm saying? So 2K could ease, just the way they did with the steel attribute this year is a perfect example. It was extremely overpowered in the beginning of the year. One of the most overpowered attributes you could apply to your player defensively And 2K put the joint to shame in comparison to where it was. So although the builder is a huge component in the game, it's really what 2K is going to allow on the back end within their coding. That's the problem. I wish more people understood that. They munching on us. What are we talking about here? What do you think the server going to be like with Xbox being 3 to 5 second faster download speed, which transfers to gameplay? I never thought of that. Who said that? Red 187 or I read 187? I never thought of that. I didn't realize that Xbox had a faster response time. Marjorie Hoffman said, my cousin, I guess I'm looking good today, huh? I ain't gonna front. Marjorie said, my cousin says you're looking good. Appreciate all the love. Appreciate all the love. I did go to the gym today for the first time in a while. So I'm trying to get back on my grind. And I guess when you go to the gym, you feel good about yourself. You're feeling good. So maybe that just comes across. But yeah, it felt good. It felt good to get back in there. So now I'm back on my grind. So, as soon as you go that first day, GG, ain't no stopping you after that. So I'm looking forward to that journey again. I see me come back in about a month and a half and see where I'm at. What up, Brandon? If you like the NBA and watch games, it's worth it. Oh, hold on. I think they're asking which one is worth it. They don't even show the impact of boosts. Hall of Fame light skin badge. Yo, so buzz this. I was in our Discord, and I guess some folks that are new to our Discord community, if you're new, you never been in our Discord, I'm always in the party chats. So because I play the game and I run with the homies. So we're always in there. You'll see our names in there and you could dead walk right in there. So I go into a party chat and the homie All City Slim is in there. And he's one of our leaders in our Discord. And some other dude is talking. I'm already saying, I already went in and said, what up, y'all? What's good, y'all? So everybody was like, what up? What's good? And then this other dude comes out of nowhere. I don't remember who his name was, but he tells Slim, he said, yo, Slim, you really be running with him? And I'm in there at this moment. And Slim is like, what are you talking about? Who? And I guess the dude ain't know that I be running every day in our Discord. You really be running with him though. The dude from the light skinned dude from the videos. Mind you, I'm in there. Yo, we all bust out laughing. I grew up in a predominantly Puerto Rican and black neighborhood was where I grew up. But Puerto Ricans had such a presence. So I never was considered light skinned. Nobody you reference as the Spanish dude or the Puerto Rican dude is what that's always how I've been referenced. And the dude said the light-skinned dude from the videos, yo, we all bust out laughing, bro. And they're like, yo, he's in here right now. He's talking to you right now. Oh man, too funny. Hall of Fame Closerly badge. So after taking a closerly look, inside joke, if you wasn't here yesterday, inside joke. Man, I think it was yesterday, the day before. Who want 2K16, 17 combined game? Not really. To tell you the truth, as the years are passing, I lean more on 2K19 and 2K20. 16 and 17 has the sentimental value, but 19 and 20, it was like, yeah, because, the perimeter defense was up for 19. The lockdowns were going crazy. So yeah, 19 and 20 was, I feel like, were more solid. The light-skinned dude from the videos. Oh man, we went from Hall of Fame light skin to legend light skin. Strength needs to be all right. So buzz this. Hold on, I have a feeling I'm gonna read Rolo's statement. Strength needs a bigger. All right. I'm sorry, I'm reading it verbatim. It confused me. All right. Strength needs to be better on defense so that you can push people off from getting to the rim as well as getting a defensive stop. All right, so bust this, y'all. I made a 6'8 build, 6'8 center a while ago. And I was running him. This player could play every position at defensively, but I've never ran him as a perimeter defender, as a lockdown. So over the last few days, I decided to bring the 6'8" center because he has 42 defensive badges. So I could switch. He has 95 steal. This is a 6'8" center, yeah. And I'm speaking in regards to strength. The homie's saying this player has a 94 strength for Hall of Fame brick wall. 94 strength is just OP in general. So what I noticed is I ended up bringing him up top as a lockdown over the last few days. I've been running with him as the primary lock, and it has been crazy. He gets really bumpy, instant clamp up animations, which, to give you guys some insight, I had transferred to the 6'8" and moved him as a lockdown. Prior to that, I was running on my 6'6" official lockdown with a 99 steal and made to be a lockdown. So what we've noticed over the last few days in regards to perimeter defense, it could either factor in weight or strength, but there is a huge difference is what we're noticing, or at least what I noticed, in increasing your weight or increasing your strength in how bumpy you get out there. The player's proving to be really good at the top, and that's the 6'8" center build, which is crazy. It's been fun. I made a video on it. I know a lot of people question that build, and that's okay because I have a team that I run with. Hey, Chosen, appreciate you becoming a pro, man. Salute to Chosen. 4/5 says, shout out All City for holding it down for the LES. I'm showing love from the South Bronx. Love the channel. Salute to you, 4/5. Appreciate you, man. LES is where I'm from, the Lower East Side. I appreciate you saying that, man. That's my home. Much love to the Lower 6 Borough in the building. Appreciate y'all, man. Do you prefer the new way of timing your shot or the old way? I don't mind the timings right now. I just don't like the fluctuations in timing. I hope they get rid of the fluctuations in timing. I know that has something to do with the Zens. So they want to try to, it's like their anti-cheat. So I hope they find, it shouldn't be at the expense of the player though, is what I'm trying to say. And what we've noticed over the last few days as well, as if they're remixing the sliders, what we've noticed over the last few days as well is that you're wide open and you're getting shot speed changes. Wide open corner shots are being sped up as if a defender is in the vicinity, and it says, the feedback says wide open, but your shot is getting sped up. And everybody on the court is noticing it. It's like, yo, how come you got a faster shot there? Really weird. The old timing, I hate delayed jump shot. Yeah, nobody really wants to mess with that. We in the lab learning, and you just changing our jump shot all willy-nilly. I'm gonna keep it a bean. We need all new hairstyles and multiple. I would like to see multiple rec venues. I don't really care about the hairstyles, although I understand, I could agree. But I would definitely like to see the rec center get way more lively. Like way more. They need to do a lot. Carlos NYC in the building. Since Dreamcast, you had peeps. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, add anybody, just join the Discord if we need one. You get added. Maybe get some games in. Yeah, for sure. Come on into the Discord. I'm always in the Discord. Just type ! Discord. With new mocap they're doing, I don't understand how the game is going to be the same, like I've been hearing. All right, so it's not necessarily a new mocap. They're going to have, from what I understand, because they brought people in for motion capture for 2K24 already. So I think they're still going to have motion capture, but it's just like an additional benefit from what I understand so far. Pro Play is going to be an additional layer on top of it that's going to add some more animations, subtle animations that you may not necessarily get from a motion capture session. You get what I'm saying? So they'll be able to pull those subtle animations from actual gameplay, which make your favorite player look more realistic. Big Hex said, "I'm astounded. You are astronaut." That's the most annoying thing. Rec should have rotating jerseys every game. I would love to see that too. They need to invest more in Rec. We need more out of Rec. Point blank, period. I don't think 2K was prepared for Rec to be so successful, or at least for Park to collapse like it did. And I don't even know if it's officially collapsed. I just get the feeling. I don't play Park, so I haven't played Park in a couple of years. But Park used to be all I played. Yeah, I used to not play no other game mode. I've been playing 2K since 2K14 Xbox. Then it played 22, 23 because of the changes. But excited. Yeah, hopefully. Welcome back, Jaspers. Hopefully it's a good year for you to come back too. I really think crossplay is going to be a disaster. You know, Frank, I felt that way too. But then I started taking into consideration that it's possible it could be a disaster. It's also possible that it can work much better because it's not going to be separated. You get what I mean? Where it was like this servers for this, and then these servers for PlayStation, Xbox servers and PlayStation servers. So maybe, just maybe, there is a possibility that when they merge those servers, they have more room. I don't know. I don't know how servers work per se, but I'm just thinking if they kind of merge them, then and everything is flowing through one area, maybe there's more room and capacity to hold what they need to hold. Who knows? Search versus skins, Rec thoughts. I like the idea. I don't think it's necessary, but it'll be a nice change. Like the homie said, if we're rotating like jerseys and stuff, shirts versus skins will be dope. And in rotation, I don't want to see that the whole year, because I see some real chubby players out there this year. So I don't even think they would want it. And I see some real skinny, like real skinny players. I don't even think they would want that out there. But who knows? I would like to see a difference though. I like not just a season that lasts 6 weeks, new jerseys. I want to see the rotation as well. I want to see the fresh look in the rec center as well. Thank you for the follow, Don Tar. Wagwan Mars, Wagwan. I'm gonna keep it a buck, but I think the early implementation of Pro Play Motion will cause character freezes and miscue issues. Interesting, Mars. I never even considered that, but that's an interesting thought. To consider the idea that they're not going to properly implement the technology and align it with the coding that's already in place, motion capture coding that's already in place. Interesting. 2K18 better than 2K23? Negative. I think they're close. But 2K18 was terrible. Rec gyms should match jerseys. They have all these events. Why they just can't use one of the sponsors to host or have an animated day for rec? Something. I think they're gonna have 2 rec centers, walk on and matchmaking possible. Well, let's get into it, man. We wanted to talk about some stuff. I don't want to go too far off topic. I definitely love answering your questions or just working with you. I created some. What up, Rafa? Let me see which one is this one. Okay. So this was All City Big Heck. I put this in the video today. And, this is what today's live stream is about mainly. Hold on a second. Let me just lean back a little bit. All right. So it says, because there's a lot of people who say, why buy VC? You don't even need to buy VC. You could just grind out your player. And to me, I play 1 or 2 my career games and I am dead. I feel my, let me put this chat down while I got this up. That's probably why I put that there. Well, I was going to say, I feel myself clenching my jaw and I'm grinding my teeth because it's so mind numbing to play my career. But anyway, the idea of grinding or paying. Big Heck, All City Big Heck, tweeted this out towards the end of the NBA 2K23 My Team cycle. We saw 2K take a slightly more consumer friendly, a more conservative approach with the cost of My Team packs. Heck goes on to say, hopefully that is a sign of things to come for 2K24 in all game modes. He goes on to elaborate with the idea, if you wanted to consider, now you guys see me in that image there, and that was a video I did earlier explaining how much it costs for a build on 2K23. My build that I created cost $473,000. You guys pay $100 for $450,000, meaning that to max out a build, it'll cost you more than $100, as you only get 450K. But there's folks that say, well, I'll save my money and I'll just grind it out. And that's where the arguments come in. This is where things get debatable. If you intend to grind out, if you receive 300 VC per part game, it will take you 1,578 part games to max out your build. That means you're not buying Boost Member, because Boost takes away from those earnings. So consider that you're going out without a maxed out build, which means you probably won't get 300 VC. Who knows how your gameplay is going to be against people who are maxed out. It just proves to be a tough time trying to grind out in the park without buying VC. You bring your 60 overall outside, you're going to have a tough time out there. But that'll take you 1,578 games. Let's say you're a My Career player. You get more, 1,000 or a bit more than 1,000 per game. At 1,000 per game in My Career, you're looking at playing 5 full NBA seasons. I could barely get past one NBA season. I haven't done an NBA season in My Career in a few years now. I don't even know. I think NBA 2K20 was the last time I completed a season, and that was because there was a VC glitch, something going on there. I forgot what it was. But 5 NBA seasons to max out one player. Add insult to injury, like I said in today's video, add insult to injury. What happens when you grind out that player, you spend that time playing 5 full seasons, or you play 1,578 part games, and then 2K drops a patch on you and changes your build completely? You finna put a hole in your wall. That controller is going through your TV, your PlayStation goes out the window. Now you're paying even more money. That was my argument. My argument is like, hold on a second. We understand you can grind, but I've done paid for so many builds, and I see each time, damn, I should have put that on my build. Damn, I should have did this. Damn, I need a couple more attributes to add that. And that's me paying with those. Imagine me spending a month to grind out the build and then finding out that I made the mistake, and then I add another insult on top of that saying that 2K patched my build. Oh my God. I guess some people rather do it that way. Me personally, I'd rather do it the other way. I'm saying in general that the whole process is out to get in your pockets. The whole process of it being taking a long time to grind out your player is wrong versus somebody paying to upgrade their player. Deshaun McLean said, well, while it's true that grinding out your build in Park will take a long time, once you do max it out, you're accustomed to playing in the Park/rec and will know your build. And I think maybe there's like a slight, and I mean this with all due respect, because no matter how well you know your build, there's a reason why there's meta builds. Do you get what I'm saying? Some builds are just better than others, is what I'm getting at. And what we like to do is bring out the best builds that are going to give us the best opportunities for success against tougher competition. Casually, yeah, make whatever build and you go out, play Park casually and have fun, just go out there, have a ball. But when you're looking to increase that competition, maybe get into the Pro-Am scene, you know that you can't slack on your build. Do you get what I'm saying? That there's no room for slack because everybody put their they put their all into their builds. And it ain't just because they like that build. No, you got to play what 2K is allowing you to play in higher levels of competition. Casually, I totally understand that perspective. But higher levels of competition, it's skill and the build you have out there. So it's not just you have the skill, because a lot of people will have the skill, but their build limits them. You got to have the skill and the understanding how to make an elite build. So that's what up, Lucky? What's good, brother? The excuses people make for 2K is nuts. It is kind of nuts. I ain't gonna front. I mean, there's times that I be getting blamed like it's my fault. Some dude just went on a rant in my video. Some dude went on a rant. It's all your fault that you won't believe this. It's all your fault because you paid to play the game and you shouldn't pay EA to play the game. How dare you blame EA for getting money for their product? I said, this dude, he's going on a rant and he's talking about a totally different game and a totally different developer. Crackheads. Man, these crackheads out the video, bro. They just prone to ranting. I'm like, damn, homie, you just try to come at my head for no reason. You ain't even talking about the right game. Timotanis Edwards said, I have a full-time job and family. Unfortunately, I would love to grind, but I play 4 to 5 hours a day and not 10 to 12 hours. I play rec and pro-am only. Cannot spend 3 hours in career a day. Perfect example. Tim and Tannis Edwards, appreciate you sharing that, because that is another example. You're thinking, and I should have even mentioned that in the video as well, because homies that work full time ain't trying to spend their off time grinding. You spend your off time, it's enough just to get through your day. When you get back, you're trying to have some type of fun. There's no room for the grind, like that mind-numbing grind. At least for some people, I know that. Yeah, I know he's talking about NBA Live. I'm like, that dude was lost. We're getting closer, Lee, to 24 facts. What would you get to play My Career? Because I seen a great recommendation like co-op My Career facts. I would love to see co-op. I dropped a video on that as well. I would love to see co-op. NBA 2K needs to balance competition and ban randoms who quit early or hop off. Of course, it's too difficult to ban them. It's too difficult to ban them because they can't determine. I don't know how they would go about determining that. And we play rec every day, and it's not that bad. The randoms. Whew. Man, you guys need to stop running with randoms. Join the Discord. If you're looking to stop running with randoms, if you out there, you're having a nightmarish experience and you don't want to have the same experience on 2K24, highly recommend joining our Discord, non-toxic, safe gaming community. You can join by just typing !Discord in the chat. The link will come up. Join today. We're pulling up on 27,000 members, y'all. Been telling y'all for a couple years now. Stop running with randoms, B. It's scary out there. Gotta come out your comfort zone. A lot of y'all introverts. Step out of the comfort zone. Get to know folks. It's just like IRL. You go out in the basketball court, IRL is better when you're running with folks you know than when you're running with perfect strangers. You get this level of camaraderie that you end up getting each other's backs. And that's what you need in 2K as well. The game is just so much more fun that way. I ain't gonna front. It's a lot more fun. And you get a lot more freedom to explore. This is what folks don't understand. When you're running with randoms, you don't get that opportunity to explore because as soon as you start selling, the ball don't get past to you no more. But when you're running with folks that you know, you get more freedom to explore, make mistakes on defense because the folks got your back. You could try different builds because where you're lacking, your shortcomings, somebody else makes up for. So, and there's something that can be communicated prior to the game. So it's just so much better. Do you know if they're eliminating the Gatorade gym workouts? Highly doubtful. I don't know. I thought they were going to eliminate it. I ain't going to front. I thought they were going to eliminate it. But it doesn't seem like it's happening. It doesn't seem like it's going down. I don't know what's going on with that. I wish they show some sort of stats going into rec like 22. When I'm not playing with my squad and loading with randoms, it takes forever to even trust me. My stats will speak enough. Yeah, I get it. It's the same token for the folks whose stats don't speak enough. They have folks just quitting on them and they don't get the ball passed to them at all. So their stats get put on Front Street, and they could have been in the lab working for 2 weeks and trying to execute, and the stats ain't speaking what they've been executing. So now they don't get the ball pass because their stats done told their story. So it's like, you know, you got to look at it from both sides. When I do run with randoms, I leave the rec locker room if my teammates are casuals. That's what the homie was just saying. No Cap said I hate randoms. There has to be no squads. Yeah, I think they're gonna address that. Yeah, I think they are gonna address the squads versus no squads type of thing going for rec. I have a strong feeling they're gonna make that happen. I'd be surprised if they don't, because the community's been really heavy. Whenever rec is brought up, that's one of the first things that I said. I 100% agree, Deshaun McLean, on the time it takes to grind. But would you rather spend your hard-earned dollars on a game that's inevitably going to screw your build over? That's the tough part. See, so for me, Deshaun McLean, if I wasn't doing like YouTube, then I would heavily lean towards what you're saying. I would probably lean way more towards the grind. But because I am doing YouTube, I don't have the time. I got to get out there and know what the builds look like at their max level. I got to get out there and figure out what's what with these builds. So for me, it's a little bit different, but I totally get it. If I wasn't making content on 2K, I would probably just grind out my builds and take it nice and easy. And whatever happens, happens. City, do you think casual player will ever make to the level to play at top comp? Never make it to the level of playing at top tier comp? Man, that was tough to read that one. Casual players are only casual players because they play the game casually. There's a limited amount of time that they invest in the game. And I don't think casual players fully have an understanding of how much time comp players spend practicing their game. If you did have an idea of that time, you would know whether you can be like a comp player or not. But it's getting a gauge. Put yourself around some comp players and you'll see that in the early morning, they're out there spending 3 hours. By the time you started your day, they're already 3 hours practicing their shot and dribble moves. And then they spend the next 5-6 hours executing those dribble moves and making things happen. So comp players are comp players for a reason, because there's a lot of time that's invested in there. And I don't think casual players fully grasp how much time folks just, like, I'm talking about, it becomes like just a regular part of their day. And doing this consistently, repetitive, over and over through the years, it becomes a lot easier for them to get accustomed to things and changes within 2K. But the point is that it is done. There's a lot of like time invested into it. So that's why they become comp. And that for it's a video game. It's like there's coding here. It's not like somebody's really out there sweating and doing a workout. What I mean to say is that if one man could do it, anybody could do it. It's just, are you willing to invest the time? Are you willing to learn? That's all that is. It's just like with almost anything. These dudes ain't rockets. Don't let them fool you into thinking there's some sort of rocket science involved here. Hell no. It's time, muscle memory, and understanding. The rest is on you if you got that. That's how it is. You know, a lot of these dudes be like, they think that they're the ones who figured this out and that out. Man, 2K figured it out. They're the ones who coded the game. What are you talking about? You figured, again, if you don't get up out of here. So that's how a lot of dudes be like that. They be thinking that they created this stuff. It's like, nah, homie, it was in the game. You just press the button, bro. You're not really getting paid. It's not. You don't really got a contract with the NBA, bro. That's fake. That's a video game. Where you finna go, bro? Nah, I got practice. What? You got practice? Yeah, I got 2K practice. What up, WrestleMania? I hate when people see my 3%, then press me all game, bro. Sometimes I want to chill and play, but got me in sweat mode, drinking Gatorade and Boost like no one's business. Oh, man. That's funny. That's why I'm really hoping they will introduce like a respec. Yeah, a respec option would be dope for 2K for sure. I would love to see a respec option. I don't know. Maybe we creating waves. You guys know that. Hold on, let me pull this up because there's another thing that I wanted to talk about. This right here that you guys see on the screen. There's the CFO at 2K, Chief Financial Officer. Lainey Goldstein explained what to expect with 2K24 versus previous years. We expect to be up from 2K23, but 2K23 versus 2K22, there is some less promotional timing in this quarter versus what we did with 22 last year. So that's why we expect the title to be a little bit down versus last year. They're expecting a 7% drop in consumer spending. That is huge. 7% hit is huge on their numbers. And then for them to anticipate that and not proactively attempt to fix that before it even happens, there's something weird happening. There's something. And I said it in the video when I dropped on this. I said, ain't no way 2K finna know that's going to happen and not do everything in the power to make sure that it doesn't happen. Instead, they pushed the gameplay information 2 weeks back, which is what she's probably referring to right here. They pushed the gameplay information 2 weeks back, so now we're getting pro play and gameplay information on the 14th. Last year it was on the 3rd. It was close to 2 weeks. And maybe that's what she's referring to, why they expect a 7% decline in consumer spending. And she makes emphasis that just the beginning of the year that they're expecting that. So this idea of paying for seasons or having seasons like a battle pass type of thing, because in my mind, I'm like, there's no way that 2K, and you guys let me know if you agree, there's no way in my mind that 2K knows they're going to make a 7%, they're going to get hit. Like by 7%, there's going to be a decline. They're anticipating that, and there's not something up their sleeve. I don't see that, bro. I don't see that. So that lends to the idea that maybe they do have this battle pass thing where there's a free battle pass and then there's a paid battle pass. Because I believe they want to just take that L like that. They're like, yeah, we'll take an L in the beginning, but we'll make quadruple with the first season. Yeah, more predatory. That's how I see it, right? Facts, ain't it? The Dorian said, hell nah. Frank Tater said microtransactions fearing to be more predatory. I don't get caught up in the casual comp thing. There's a good and bad players on both sides. Some casuals are great at the game. Some that call themselves comp are actually on casual skill. And there's facts. There's facts are slits. I don't get caught up in comp casual per se. I'm talking about what is considered comp players. You know a comp team when you see a comp team. So usually, and I'm more so thinking about the point guard position for comp. But I know what them boys do. When you see really good players, they do hit the lab and they practice all those skills so that it becomes second nature when they're out there. They're just reacting to what they've learned. So with a 7% hit, I wouldn't be surprised if the cost to max out your build will be higher still. Facts. That's what one of the first videos I do is going to be. One of the first videos I do is going to be about how much a build costs. And it's not going to be only that first week, because I intend to do it the first night. So by the morning, I think it comes out September 8th. By September 9th in the morning, you guys will have that video. And I have a feeling what I'm going to do is make sure that after that first patch, I do it again and see the cost, if the costs match up. I don't want to dig too deep, but Man, when you know what 2K is about, you know what they're about. They'll make it cost less in the beginning and then hit you with a patch that tremendously increases those costs. Neither here nor there. We don't know. We could only speculate. Pretty new to the series though. What up, JB? I never spent any money on VC. I grinded all my builds. So we understand, like, I understand that there's a part of the player base that grinds all their builds, but there's this separate part of the player base. So there's multiple facets of the 2K player base. You have some players that their main goal is to get out there and compete. Casual, fun, whatever the case is, they want to get out there and compete. And like for years now, this has been the case for years. Each one of my legend runs has always been the same. You grind that build out quick just so you can get out there and compete. I remember way back in 2K16, just getting to 99 ASAP just so I can get out there and compete. And I spent, I think, a day to get to 99. What I'm saying here is that there's a casual mindset that really don't care about the competitive levels and wanting to get out there and play all these different, see what's out there. The mindset is very different for some folks like myself. I go out there, my main goal is to see what builds are about, see what mechanics are good or what's broken, see what works. Alley-oops, are they good this year? Steel's good. So my main thing is really getting out on the floor. And in order to get out on the floor and have a better experience from what I've learned, your build needs to be a certain way. Because you know what to expect if you don't have your build a certain way. So if I go out there with a limited build, then I make sure that the team around me is much stronger. And I let everybody know, hey, yo, I don't have this on my build. I don't have that on my build. But I have a team around me that can compensate. There's the differences for some of the other folks. So I get how some folks are like, yo, I don't pay for no bills. I know you don't pay for a build, but we're not facing the same competition because it'll be impossible for you to bring out a build that's not maxed out and face the same level of competition. It'll prove much more difficult, and a player without a max build will prove to be more of a liability ASAP. And it don't need to be super maxed. You know, players with higher IQ could definitely get away with builds not being super maxed. But when you're facing those top level competitors, yeah, you're going to notice a difference. You're not going to come out there with a mediocre build. So I get it. Hope you're doing good, my brother. Been a huge fan of your content from a long time. Might be off topic, but I wanted to ask you about ProTouch. Is it worth using with or without the shot meter? ProTouch only works with the meter. So yeah, you want to use it, and it does. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know much about ProTouch. I haven't really looked much into it this year, but from what I understand, ProTouch does make your green meter way bigger, and it's almost overpowered with the meter. So yeah, definitely want to use that. It says it in the description of the badge, so you might want to check that. But from what I understand, it does well. I don't know any better. Deshaun McLean, we come back to 2K every year hoping for better. So I ask you, as someone who wants the game to be great, like the rest of us, is 2K24 going to be better? So it's such a tough question. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this much, and hopefully the 2K developers could appreciate a statement like this. If it was up to the 2K development team, I think we would have had greatness, hands down. If the big wigs weren't involved, if marketing wasn't involved, if the predatory, aggressive approach towards microtransactions wasn't involved, we would have absolute greatness. A flawless basketball game is what I think we would have. Damn near flawless. So this is why it's so hard to say what we're going to get for 2K24. Is it going to be better? Because 2K23 was amazing on its release. It was dope. It was like, yes, we are headed, and finally we pinpointed which direction we're heading. Good to know, 2K. Thank you, 2K. Let's keep going this direction. What did 2K23 turn out to be? The 2K23 on release date versus the 2K23 right now when you log on, two night and day games. Surely the game of basketball, we know that. I know for all the smart ones out there, they're like, well, it's still the same game. It's still basketball. We get that, Goofy. We're talking about the gameplay mechanics are so like different from what it was in the beginning versus what it is now. Now it doesn't even look like there is a learning curve. Doesn't feel like it. In the beginning, 2K23, it felt like everybody was on board to meet this huge learning curve. Everybody was up for the challenge and everybody liked what they saw. So it's hard to say that 2K24, whether or not it's going to be better, because it seems like, to me, 2K23, the big wigs got their hands on stuff and things just started more so focusing on getting those microtransactions to happen instead of making sure that gameplay was exactly how it was to the consumer in the beginning of the year. So I guess the better question to answer would be, or the best way to answer it, I should say, is gameplay will be determined on how aggressive they want to approach microtransactions. That's the best answer that I could give, because I can't see any developer, any creative mind allowing a game or their artwork to collapse in front of them. It's hard for me to, I'm a creative from young. Went to art and design. This is what I've done for years, from graffiti to photography to graphic design. And I have my family's background is in art. So I can't imagine a creative mind having their artwork collapse in front of them unless there's a dollar figure on it. So that's where I'm at with it. Is it going to be a good game? Who knows? I could only hope. I could say that it looked like in the beginning of the year we were headed in the right direction. Will they try to put us back on that path? I don't know. And I don't even know. I think we'll find out like maybe after that first patch. Oh, City Picasso. Devs just doing their job. That's how I feel. Devs just doing their job. A lot of people like to blame the devs. And I don't take up my issue. And I mean this with all due respect. I think the devs are hella creative. 2K has always been a great game for years. There's no other game that can compete with what 2K has delivered. The problem that I have is that by now we should have been light years ahead of where we're at, considering where they started. So they started light years ahead of all competition. But then it's because they were light years ahead, they didn't continue down with that same trajectory. It just slowed down. So they just like came on the scene and skyrocketed and then slowed down with each passing year. And I'm like, damn, if they had just continued down that way, who knows, man, maybe we'd be playing like in 3D by now or something like that if they would have continued down that path. Badge Plug in the building. Appreciate you being here. Hey, salute to Badge Plug. Everybody show love to Badge Plug. Appreciate you being here, my guy. Love to see it, man. Love when creators come together. Badge Plug has always shown our channel love. Badge Plug even participated in one of the tournaments with Joe Knows that we hosted this year, which is super dope. Hopefully we can get some more of those tournaments in. Hopefully we can get some runs in, Badge. Appreciate you being here, man. Yo, City, how are you? Long time. Dirty Jezza, I'm good. Hopefully you good too, Dirty. You already know the vibes. We out here, man. Oh, City, we need to Bud Light 2K at this point and hold our money. You know, it's hard for folks that really enjoy basketball. You know, we live vicariously through 2K, and, you know, some people want to spend their money. And I believe that it's unfortunate that we had to come down this path with 2K, but It's either your money or your time. And whatever you find most convenient, like Tim and Tanis Edwards said, he works a full-time job and he has a family. He's not finna spend 3 hours grinding. When's this time gonna come to enjoy the game? And I hope 2K kind of addresses that. It'd be nice if they address that. From those of us in finance, Take-Two finances and stereotypical short-term focus on revenue growth for their bonuses is going to result in more bigwigs forcing suboptimal dev choices. Thank you for saying that. And if that was Greek to a lot of you guys, what he's saying is if the bigwigs are forcing Microtrans or a development team to create a game that's more inclined to get folks to get microtransactions, then the result would be forcing suboptimal dev choices. The result will be a lack basically in gameplay, because gameplay is going to have to suffer. The end result will be gameplay suffering if the aggression on microtransactions continues to go up. So, City, you deserve to have some real input in 2K, same as Mr. Badge. I do. I mean, I like the game. I never lose sight that it's a video game. So this channel is based on my journey playing this video game. You get what I'm saying? I don't need to have, I appreciate you guys thinking that I should have input with 2K. I appreciate that a lot. It speaks a lot. But I'll just go on. I don't want to have no affiliation. It ain't that deep for me. You know what it is? I truly like vibing with y'all. That's what I enjoy. I don't want to vibe with them. I don't want to know no 2K dev. We not going to be on the same page, bro. And if the homies try to tell me some weird stuff like, oh, we can't do this, I ain't trying to hear none of that. I don't get, we just wouldn't be on the same wavelength. So I don't want to know no 2K dev. It'd be nice. It's nice to have a conversation here and there. It ain't like I'd be upset with a 2K dev, but I just mean to say, just look at technology. Look at other companies. Look at other games. You know what gaming is capable of doing. We know business is overtaking 2K as far as the passion for creating absolutely amazing, flawless gameplay. And the fact that the way I see it is that with their amount of money, their amount of resources, access to the NBA, motion capture, and everything in between, there is nothing that the consumer base should lack for. There is nothing that we should want for in 2K. We should be consistently amazed with every single release. We should be amazed by their leadership. They're amazed by their innovation. Every single year, this should be the case, because that's how much money they have, in my opinion. That's my thoughts on it. So for me to sit with a dev and I hear a dev tell me, well, we can't do that because if we do that, then it affects this. Well, hold on a second. What do you mean? Fix it. If it affects that and affects this, then fix both of them. What are you talking about? Get another team in on it. Get another team like they hired Hookbang, which turned into Visual Concepts Austin. Buy another team and get them to fix that stuff. This is what I'm getting at. It seems like a lackadaisical approach toward the development of the game. And I'm not pinning this on the development team. I'm pinning it on basically the idea that their hands are tied. They're limited. And I think that comes from the higher ups. But I ain't finna have that battle with them. That ain't me. I don't want to have. I'm here for y'all. I'm here, this point blank period. I do this YouTube thing with y'all. Y'all catapulted the channel for us to have a voice. Y'all made this happen. I have a strong work ethic, but without y'all, who am I? And y'all could shut this thing down ASAP if y'all wanted to. Yeah, that's how I feel. Does it feel like next gen? Does it feel like next gen? I tell you, I get on some other games and they feel like next gen. Getting on some other games is like, whoa, this joint don't feel like next gen. That's how I feel. The homie Rafa said they got enough money to buy another studio to get them what they need to make happen. You can't Bud Light 2K. There are no other options for basketball, and that's the problem. But I don't think it's a matter of coincidence that there's no other options for basketball. That's what I'm getting at here. It's not a matter of coincidence. This is how much power. It's not only money and financial resources that 2K got, it's power to collapse anything that's coming up. And I don't know that to be the case. This is speculation. It's just my opinion. But the nature of business is that there's always going to be somebody, there's always going to be a competitor. There's always going to be, if folks see numbers in one area of business, they, whoa, we want to emulate that. That's the nature of business. Oh, there's power here. There's money here. Let's emulate that. Why hasn't someone come up to emulate that? This tremendous success where 2K has cornered this market. There's nobody who sees those numbers and say, I want a piece of that. Get the hell out of here. There's no area in business that operates in this way. So what I'm getting at is that there's something, there has to, in my opinion, speculation, by the way, in my opinion, there has to be a lot of stuff going on in the back end that doesn't allow other innovators to come up in this market. And if they do come up, I imagine if there is any level of competition, 2K finna buy it. That's how I see it. I don't know. It's speculation. I don't know, but we vibing. So I like the vibe, man. I like the vibe. We need to lock in for at least 3 months. I bet you they'll listen. If we all did, but it's highly unlikely, yeah? That's the thing. It's like, it's such wishful thinking to think that, yeah, we just don't spend money. Because that's where we were at. This is why I find it even more difficult. We were already there. We were at a point where, like I said in the beginning of the stream, we used to be able to holler and clown people who were buying Boost. Ah, you bought Boost, get out of here, bum. That's how it used to be. Now everybody buys Boost and they laugh at the folks who don't. $4.99 from Matt Abbott. Appreciate the super chat, man. NBA 2. Oh, another. Now that the homie said that, and when you bought the license, when NBA Live was being down, now it's hard for anyone else to do it. Well, a lot of people are saying we would like a game without a license. Make a park rec environment, no licensing needed, no NBA players. Somebody needs to do that. But the homie, damn, I forgot what was this about. Let me try to think. It was Heck told me. Oh, we was talking about if there was a live service game. Again, All City Big Heck. Let me put this image down. Sorry, y'all. Let me put that image down. All City Big Heck sent me a conversation that one of the developers were having in one of his tweets. You guys are welcome to go check that out. But the Czar had mentioned, somebody had inquired with the Czar. The Czar is a developer for 2K, asking if it'd ever be a live service game, like a base game where they just make updates. So free to play, sort of say something like Warzone, and they just offer updates. And his answer was that there are requirements for licensees, which I thought was interesting. Me and Heck both found that interesting. Because I don't know, it was pretty vague that there are requirements, but obviously what he was saying was because the dude had said something like, why doesn't 2K go that route? And he also said, would you guys lose that much profit? And the Czar's direct response to that was, there are requirements for licensees. Licensees have requirements, is what he put. So I don't know if there's ever a possibility that it would go down that free route. Maybe they have to relook at it, like the NBA would have to relook at them going down that free route. But I know EA wanted to go down that route and the NBA shut that down. So, All City, why in 2K centers don't put hands out when they take rebound? I'm not sure what he's referring to. Would the community feel better if bills only cost $50 instead of over $100? Of course, there's where they used to cost. It used to be $40. You spend about $40 to max out your build, and you still had a ton left over to buy all the animations, buy everything else you needed. But on that note, we are well past an hour. So we'll pick this back up tomorrow. I think it was such a good conversation. Hopefully you guys are tuned in tomorrow as well. We want to make this like a daily thing. You could always catch me within our Discord. I'm always in the party chat, and it's open for everybody. You could walk right in and say, what up? We oftentimes be playing the game. And if we need players, we just ask for them there. Type ! Discord to join. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will catch you guys either on the next video or a live stream. Wishing you all a safe and blessed rest of the afternoon. Easy, y'all.